This is Derek from FireLogic. I just wanted to show off the Google CR-48 laptop, which I received about a week or two ago from Google. Didn't get a chance to open it up just yet. Just wanted to go ahead and show everyone the unboxing. I haven't even looked at it yet completely. Just received the box and got this shipment in the mail, which I didn't know exactly what it was, but turns out it was a Google laptop. So let's go ahead and open this puppy up and see what's inside. An interesting illustration here on the front. Bunch of gears and stuff going on. Like a diagram of some sort. All Google-fied, of course. Won't say how I got this laptop exactly, but we'll thank my contacts at Google, which made this happen. So let's go ahead and see. We've got an interesting poster-like page full of what looks to be stickers of some sort. Maybe a laptop lid sticker. Seems to be some kind of cover that you can put on your Chrome notebook. We'll put that aside for now. Got ourselves a little instructional sheet. How to get on the web. And some other stuff. Of course, a little Intel card. Let's open this up even further here. Nicely packaged. And my gosh, the first thing I will say about this laptop is it is quite small, very thin. I didn't put in the battery yet, but this thing feels like it's no more than about 3 pounds in weight. We'll open that up in a second. Let's see here, this looks to be the battery, I believe, for the laptop. Interesting flat design. Looks like it just saddles the bottom of the laptop itself. Opening this up further, we get final parts, which is just the power adapter. So we'll go ahead and see if we can power this puppy on. Let's see here. Definitely like how small this laptop is. Very manageable in size. Get that off. Go ahead and we'll put this battery on here, and looks to be pretty self-explanatory. Let's see if we can just pop that in. Yep, so we gotta go from this side. Indeed. Very nice rugged design, I must say. First thing I think of when I feel this laptop is the wonderful exterior that the Lenovo ThinkPads use, which I just adore. I love it so much over the glossy stuff that Sony and HP and Apple tend to put on their units, which just shows scratches and smudges and everything. This is a real nice, like, rubberized texture, and there we go. We already have a boot. Chrome coming up here. Let's see, what do we have? Let's get started. First things I will say, keyboard uses the chiclet style keyboard, very clean, not too many buttons. There is no function key, there is no FN keys at the top of the keyboard, as you can see. Some issues with my zoom over here on this camera, but very nice, clean, large touchpad. And let's see, touchpad itself has the respective buttons on the left and right. You can't really, they're not divided with a physical layout, but you can feel them when you do touch that, so it's pretty nice actually. Very large and easy to use. And the keyboard, haven't tried it out just yet, but the keys do feel pretty nice actually. And nice big left and right arrow keys here on the keyboard. That's always a plus. And the power button's actually looks like a regular part of the keyboard with a nice little light on it. I'm very impressed. And we've got a webcam right at the top over here. And everything else about the laptop is very slim design. We have a as we can see, a VGA port here, a vent, probably speakers coming right off the side here, and on this side we will see that we have a power port. There, zoom issues. And then we have a USB slot, and what looks to be probably the SIM slot for the laptop, and headphones, another speaker port. On the back there's nothing, so very minimalistic design in terms of how Apple did, or how Google did this. Let's see here. It's asking us for language. Asking me for a network already as well. Let's see. And we'll jump on the Doom network. Good, can't see the wireless key. Okay. So it asks for the network, and looks like it wanted to establish a connection before you can continue. Remember, this Chrome laptop is very web-centric and is tied into the Google Cloud services pretty heavily. So I'm not surprised that you have to get on the Wi-Fi network before you can really do anything. Let's continue here. Terms and conditions. Yeah. Always agree to those. Battery's about to die, so let's see if we can plug this in quickly. Laptop's already checking for updates. I know the one thing that's real nice about this laptop is it applies its updates very cleanly, and actually has what I believe is called a secure boot, where if it notices any major changes in the likes of spyware or viruses or anything, it will go ahead and load in a fresh copy of the firmware operating system before you even start up the laptop. So ideally, in theory, there should not be any issues with viruses on this platform. There are no files stored locally on this laptop. Everything's stored in the cloud, which is very nice, which also means everything's accessible anywhere as long as you have an internet connection. So let's plug ourselves in. My gosh, the first thing you can't notice about this power cord, it is very long. From there all the way to here. There you go. I'd say it's a good at least 8 feet or so of power cord, which is quite a bit. There's our laptop. It's applying updates right now, as you can see. I can zoom in here. It's getting its updates. And I'm going to plug ourselves in really quickly here. Alright, power goes on the right side. So our brightness definitely picked up right away in the laptop as soon as that happened. Let's see if we can grab a seat here. I do like the design of the laptop, I must say. I'm not too thrilled about the power cord that juts out quite far over here compared to the nice Lenovo design of power cord that is very nice and large and easy to remove and doesn't get easily jostled or broken on the laptop due to the way it sticks out. I'm a little less than impressed with this power cord. I know that I work with a lot of ASUS E units at work, and they're quite troublesome for this fact that when you have such a large power connector that juts out like this, when you do go ahead and move it or drop it accidentally on its side, it's much more prone to breaking, and especially the actual DC jack inside the laptop. So while I do prefer the ThinkPad style connectors like this, which seat very firmly, we'll see. This is still a beta laptop, and Google still has some room for improvements. So I'm sure that's one thing that will likely change on the unit. There's our nice keyboard. And like I said, the one thing I really do like the most is probably the shell, the material that they used on here, this rubbery surface, which is just beautiful, which means that any kind of dirt or smudges will definitely not stick to this as easily as the the Apple style or the HP glossy style, which just as soon as you take the thing out of the box, it looks like it's been used for months, which I just hate. So it looks like we got progress here. Would have been a native 64-bit platform. Settings here are very similar. Obviously there are options that relate to the laptop itself, but for the most part, if you've used Chrome, you know how to use the software on here, which is nice in one regard because it makes it a lot easier for people to jump right in, especially not only those that have used Chrome already, but even newcomers to this realm. Because as everyone knows, it's a little bit of a learning curve no matter what platform you jump into, whether it's Apple's Apple laptop or a Windows 7 laptop. There's a little bit of a learning curve if you've never used a machine before, but this is very straightforward. Options are very nice and out in the open. There's not that many options that you can really choose from. Here we have an area where you can go ahead and let's see, add users, I guess different user accounts, which would just be Google accounts for the laptop, since everything is tied into your Google account. So it looks like I'm going to Google that touchpad again. So very interesting experience right off the bat. I haven't really logged into any Google services just yet, so I can't say much about those. But in terms of the laptop itself, I've definitely seen some better ThinkPad screens out there. But for a free laptop, I'm not going to complain. And for a laptop that's still in beta, even better. So that's about everything on the Chrome laptop that I can see from now. I guess I'm going to have to give it a try in terms of normal usage and see what it's capable of. But in terms of a laptop that runs on the cloud, it's seems to be a pretty good first effort from Google. So I'm pretty impressed. I'm going to give this thing a run, and hopefully I can post a follow-up video to this in the near future. Thanks again, everyone, and this is Derek from FireLogic.net.